Prepare for an emotional roller coaster as we journey through these unforgettable reunion moments that will tug at your heartstrings. After 20 months apart, Kathy was finally home to surprise her best friend, and it's so sweet. After almost 2 years since moving to Australia, Ollie surprised his mom and dad when he was back home in Scotland. Alex's parents surprised her when they came to visit her in Sydney after a long time apart from each other. Taylor surprised her mom after not having seen her for the past 3 years, and it was lovely. It was so amazing when this girl surprised her friends by coming back home to Australia after having lived in Ireland for the past few months. It was the best feeling as Katie was home to surprise her mom, and she had a beautiful reaction. Kai surprised his girlfriend during Christmas break after being apart for 6 months, and it's so sweet. Lily was home from college and surprised her little brother, and it was adorable. These kids hadn't seen their nanny and papa for 5 months, so one day their parents had a surprise waiting for them. Beth surprised her mama by flying back to the UK after over 10 months of being apart due to the lockdown. Charlotte had the best reunion with her best friend after 11 months of being apart. Samantha surprised her husband after a long 8 months apart, and it was so sweet. Caleb's girl finally came home from basic training after having spent the last 4 months being apart from each other. Nins came back to surprise his nurse at her retirement farewell party after having spent 6 years apart, and it was such a heartwarming moment. Sweet when a mom and daughter had their reunion after having spent the last year apart.
Why?
Why? What? Why? Why? What the?
It's real!
It's real, you're awake!
You're awake!
What?
It was so adorable as this guy was finally reunited with his grandparents after 4 long years apart. Emma flew back home to the UK from Australia to surprise her family after over 2 years apart due to lockdowns, and it's so sweet. Tamara flew from New Zealand to surprise her family in Cambodia after 6 years of being apart. Kennedy and her mom flew back to England from Australia to surprise her Nana after 2.5 years apart. This dad flew to Australia to surprise his daughter by pretending to be with the workmen, and she was shocked. This guy was finally home in his mom's arms after being separated from his family for 3 years due to lockdown. Sophie surprised her grandma after 5 months away due to living a few countries away, and it's so amazing. Cindy surprised her sister when she was home for the holidays, and she had no idea at all. Laura Dana surprised her family at Christmas after having been living in Australia for the past 2 years. This guy was home from Australia and surprised his dad, and it took him a few seconds to click that he was there. After spending 3 months in America, Ellie surprised her family by coming home, and they had no clue. After spending 40 days in the hospital recovering from a stroke, this mom was finally home, and her neighbors coordinated a beautiful welcome home celebration. After having spent the last 8 months away traveling, Ellie was home to her mom for Christmas.
Happy Christmas! Come here, wait. You come home for Christmas? Yeah! Oh my god!
after not seeing them for months and moving to a new country for school. Abby surprised her sisters, and there were so many emotions. When Holly saw the faces her grandparents made after 3 days of traveling, it was so worth it. Avi traveled 1,000 miles and was home to her little brother, and it's the purest thing ever as she hadn't seen him for 4 months. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure to check out this one as well.